because people die in these fires, and like hundreds of homes get destroyed, millions of dollars of damage. Oh my god, landscapes destroyed. My dog is viciously licking his balls in the background, and the sound effects. Oh, it. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Riot here, doing kind of a weird vlog type thing, bit of all information gathering type. Why am I being goofy right now? I just can't help it. Basically, there's some intense, serious shit going on. I just kind of wanted to post this video just in case I do end up going a couple days without a video. As of right now, I should be necessarily fine, but as some of you guys might know, there's been some raging California fires. Like, there's pretty much fires going in Southern California 24/7, but actually Northern California too. But theirs is mostly like flooding, I'd say. Yep, you know what? My aunt's house in Napa almost burnt down like a month ago, so there's a lot of fires up there too. But basically, I don't want to give away my exact home location because of serial killers, but let's just say I live in an area about right near Thousand Oaks, California, and I'm sorry if this camera's not really focusing on me. My eyes don't work that well. But anyways, I live in Thousand Oaks, and all of Ventura, which is about 15-20 minutes from my house right now, is extremely on fire. It's been on fire since late last night. We all got these like emergency texts last night around 11:30, basically just stating the areas that were on fire, which I didn't pay much attention to because I was on my Anunnaki world last night for like 5 hours getting everything done that I needed to for that whole charity thing. But now that I've waken up and you go outside and the winds are still freaking insane, the fire's actually becoming a bit of a big deal. And actually, I just got word that there's small brush fires starting in Thousand Oaks, like 10-12 minutes from my house right now. Like 15 minutes ago, I just got word of that. So I was like, you know what, maybe it's time to make a little vlog, just because worst case scenario, I'm gonna have to pack up my dogs, pack up all the tech equipment I possibly can. Jesus Christ, the screen is so bright. When the screen's too bright, just open up Discord. It's got that nice gray. Ooh, that's so fancy. But yeah, there's a heavy chance I'm gonna have to invest in an Airbnb somewhere with great internet. I swear to God, the odds of this happening right before Monster Hunter, right before Aberration, I'd be so upset whoever started this damn fire. See, the issue is, we have amazing firefighters. Everywhere does firefighters are just amazing. They're warriors. They fight fire. It's so crazy if you think about it. But the winds right now are so freaking insane, and I guess our water pressure is really low. I was just watching the news, which it's hard to get legit news from the news because the more you panic and get scared, the more you watch, the more money they make. So obviously everything they say is going to be inspired to spread fear. But we do have really there was a lot of water issues in Southern California. We got a lot of drought issues going on. So that apparently they're barely able to get any water out of the hose, and then the water that does come out of the hose is instantly blown away by these like Santa Ana style winds we got going on. I don't know why I keep looking over there. Because that's where a window is, so that's where all the wind is, but I can't really show you guys wind, so that doesn't make a lot of sense. Alright, I'm just going to show you guys this video right here, just showing you guys what's going on basically, so you know, because otherwise you're just taking my word on everything. This is about 25 minutes, or about half an hour from my house last night. This is when it popped off when we all got these texts. Now, actually, Ventura County, the county I live in, is in a state of emergency because of all this. It's crazy. I don't think I've ever been in a state of emergency before. I just think of that one video game. State of Emergency? You know, that's what it was called. Yeah, dude, that is no joke. There's been tens of thousands of people already evacuated from their homes apparently. Holy shit. It's popping off pretty bad. The main issue is they can't just really dump water on it because the winds are so bad it's just spreading. It's literally like the expression, it's spreading like wildfire. This is where that expression comes from right here. And then I don't know if a lot of you guys have ever visited Southern California before, but it is like 99% dead brush. Like there are just miles and miles of hill of just dead brush. It's like, that's why it's like a $2,000 fine in most places in California to flick a cigarette at your window and stuff like that, because you will burn the state to the ground. But yeah, if you guys are worried about it, don't be too worried. I'm not actually scared or anything. It's kind of like a normal thing. This is like the one natural disaster we have frequently occurring all year round. I generally don't even care about most of my stuff in here. I just have a lot of toys, epic masks, and like, oh my god, I have so much freaking tech equipment. That's the problem. I have thousands of pounds, I feel like, of tech equipment. The dogs I could easily pack up. They could jump in the car on their own. Except little Oliver. I'll have to pick a little Oliver up. But it's just that's what's gonna suck. And then obviously I'll just rent an Airbnb with great internet if I have to record Aberration there. And then pretty much just let the sucker burn to the ground. I don't know, it's hard to get scared. I remember in like 11th grade, the fires were so bad, all the hills around us were on fire, and school was closed for a week because the sky was red and it was just raining white ash. Like you couldn't you couldn't go outside breathing. You had to cover your mouth up and stuff. It was terrible. And even then, we got evacuated and we went down to my grandma's house down in LA. And I remember being so scared because I stashed all these illegal fireworks I had. Because every kind of cool firework is illegal in California. Anything that doesn't suck is illegal because of this, really, because of fires. We're always in like code red fire season. But I stashed all of them behind all my video games, my Xbox and everything. I was so scared. The fire got to my house. It was gonna explode. All my video games and shit would be destroyed. But it never even got that far. It was just silly. So that's why I don't really worry about it. I think fires are a lot easier to contain. But that's the issue. Fires are easier to contain than most people think, but the thing is, the wind is goddamn unstoppable right now. It's not relenting, and it hasn't been, so it's really hard to put out fire when it's spreading like wildfire. Does this? A ferocious fire tore through Southern California on Tuesday, burning across an area roughly the size of a district in a matter of hours, forcing tens of thousands of people out from their homes. Even as firefighters in Ventura County grappled with the explosive blaze northwest of downtown Los Angeles. So you can't take this kind of media seriously. These words, they're clearly trying to exacerbate it. Others across regions confirmed additional fires that drove more people to abandon their homes. Authorities issued ominous warnings of more dangers to come during a multi-day events across the area. That would be today. As weather forecasters said the region, God, it's so bright. How do people read this? Said the region faced extreme fire danger through at least Thursday due to intense Santa Ana winds and low humidity that could reach rapid fire growth. Okay, so they are Santa Ana winds. Earlier I said Santa Ana-like winds. I didn't realize the Santa Ana winds were actually coming through. There's like these extreme winds that come through a couple times a year, I think. I don't know, I feel like it's definitely a couple times a year. And it's just intense winds for like a week, and it's extreme fire season. There's always fires, like it's crazy. I think last year there was like a few homeless people had tents up in the Hollywood Hills, or was that the one a couple years ago? I think the last one was someone flicked a cigarette out their window because they managed to they tracked down the dude and the cigarette. They found the cigarette on the side of the road that started the whole fire. I was like, how the hell? That blew my mind, because I imagine there's like hundreds of other burnt out cigarettes just from years of putting them out on the side of the road that were all there, and they just knew it was that cigarette, and then they traced it to the guy. It was crazy. It's not worth it. They will find your ass for arson, because people die in these fires, and like hundreds of homes get destroyed, millions of dollars of damage. Oh my god. Landscapes destroyed. My dog is viciously licking his balls in the background, and the sound effects. Odin. I think the one 2 fires ago though, that was the one when there was a bunch of homeless people in tents, and they all went to bed with a lit fire going, and the tents caught fire. I think it burned, like 2 of them burnt to death in their tent, and then the Hollywood Hills caught fire, and then it's like, so it's crazy because there's a lot of tundra around here in our canyons between Malibu and the valley, and you see like these police helicopters going doing these giant homeless people sweeps, and at first you're like, wow, that's the most evil New World Order apocalyptic thing I've ever seen. But then you live here long enough and you see another fire happen from homeless camps, and then it's like, man, it's because they build them in these just confinements of brush where you can't even see in from the trees, but all the trees and the plants and everything down there are so flammable from years of drought that I don't know, if you even lit a fart too close to a tree, the whole area is gonna burn down. So it's just California, man. Shit's flammable. See, luckily there's been no casualties yet, so it's not like a super serious thing. The fire is moving, but no one's gotten trapped in their home. It mostly started in the hills, and it's mostly burning up brush, which leaks into everyone's neighborhood, and that's the issue. I'm actually tracking on my phone right now these brush fires that are starting in Thousand Oaks, which is that's like right by my gym, which is like a 5-minute drive from my house. So that's a little sketchy. And I'm wondering how the hell these are starting. Like, what is there, just some villain running around lighting fires all over the place? Like, how the shit are they all just spontaneously happening? Doesn't make any sense to me. I need to look into this a little more. You know what was funny was I just finalized like my shirts, my merch and everything, and I was just with this other company before where I would have had like 1,000, like just 1,000 shirts, just different variations and animations, graphics and shirts just stockpiled in my room. I would have been so screwed. Thank God I switched last second. Now they're all stashed in a warehouse at some random place far away from Southern California where everything burns to the ground. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, don't worry, I got my doggies with me. Oliver's like deep under my bed sleeping. And Odin, come here, buddy. Oh, he's getting bigger. No, he's definitely maxed out growing. But yeah, a lot of people are saying don't worry about YouTube, don't worry about everything on Twitter, but I don't know. I feel like these guys can pretty much take care of themselves. It's the tech equipment. It's this desktop alone is so fucking huge. Okay, alright. So yeah, I just wanted to notify you guys what's going on. There's a chance that I might be going a couple days without videos, depending on if the fire spreads. It gets crazier today. So out of shape. My dog jumping up on me knocks the wind out of me. But I don't know, I'm staying hopeful. I'm about to record an Ark Anunnaki video, which of course could take a while, so I'm a little worried that I'm gonna have to abandon editing it halfway through and bail, because that's when the fires are gonna get extreme and shit. It's just if the winds slow down, but the winds aren't showing any sign of slowing down at all, so I'm looking right at them. I think on the positive side, I believe we have fire insurance, so you guys don't have to expect a GoFundMe coming in the near future or something, where I'm just like asking you guys to help me get a new house or something. So that's good. I'm pretty sure fire insurance covers all that and that sort of thing. But yeah. Okay, I'm just now getting word that there's a fire now, like one of the fires in Ventura, not the one in TO, is right by the tavern, which is my favorite freaking bar ever. It's the coolest bar, even though it doesn't have Red Bull, so you can't get vodka Red Bulls, which is my favorite drink, but... So now, it's a little sketchy. It's a little sketchy for sure. Basically, my day's just gonna go, I'm just gonna pack up as much of my tech equipment as I can, throw all my Star Wars toys and my badass masks into my trunk. Oh, I don't even have to. This is why you need an SUV. I have an SUV. I'm chilling. And then I'll just leave out my desktop monitor and my camera so I can record some Anunnaki. And then that's if things start to get crazy, then I'll just bail. But God, I mean, at least it's happening now, not on like the 12th when Aberration comes out. Although it could happen again then too, because California is ridiculous when these Santa Ana winds come passing through. These things don't mess around. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. If I go a few days without a video, everything's totally fine. Follow me on Twitter. I'm sure I'm alive. If no one's died yet, there's no way in hell I'm dying. And if I do, no. I'm agile and I'm fierce. I'm alpha male. There's no way. Alright, yeah, hope you guys had a good time. I'll see you guys in Ark Anunnaki, and peace!
It's time to get swifty in here.